Hello, everybody.
Have we said before?
The presidential race, but that's fine. So,
To a certain
Democrat.
I am a Democrat.
I'm a Democrat.
I am a Democrat.
I'm a Democrat.
I'm a Democrat.
One is a liar. If the group discovers who the liar is, they'll split a cash prize. If the liar survives, they win the entire prize. Who is the odd man out?
When did everybody become a Democrat?
From birth.
Honestly, when I went to school, I grew up in a really small town in Nebraska. It was very white. We had Fox News on TV
You're
all
not
the
helping
time.
your case.
I know.
Not helping. I know my vote.
Brandon kind of was coming after me, which is saying stuff like, that's a bad move for bringing up that I'm from Nebraska and that I grew up with a conservative family. So I thought maybe, him coming off that strongly that he could have been the mole.
Where'd you go to school?
Oklahoma State University, which does not help my
Okay,
case at all
yeah.
either.
I come from a conservative family,
but yeah,
went to college and was like,
Where did you go to college?
USC.
2 years packed.
Democratic family over here.
I think I was targeting Nick a little bit. USC is known for being a more private, conservative school.
There's a three-way tie amongst Blake, Nick, and Brandon.
First of all, I'm black. I think the Democratic Party aligns with the interests of black people. The Republican Party really doesn't offer anything.
Medicare is a big thing for me. My father passed away right before I was born, didn't have health insurance, and so when he got sick and got cancer, it just happened so late. I don't want that to happen to anybody else's parents.
The most important issue for me is the environment. I think Trump pulling out of the Paris Agreement was horrible. I think the U.S. should lead this global initiative towards renewable energy.
It's making me cry. I'm trying to get it together right now.
There's a two-way tie between Blake and Nick.
Thank you.
If the election was today, who would you vote for?
Andrew Yang.
Why?
I think his the freedom dividend of $1,000 a month helps the far majority of people in America.
I don't mean to interrupt, but also I don't feel like Andrew Yang really emphasizes the points that you first brought up about healthcare, and I think Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders.
But he is for Medicare for all, though.
Okay, true, but I feel like other politicians, especially who've
Would be
led
more-
the forefront.
I'm planning to vote for
For the
Elizabeth Warren.
primary.
What are your views on abortion?
Pro-choice, easy.
Were you lying?
He was inconsistent with what policies are really most important to him.
I think a really important question is what values really make you a Democrat to you?
Why don't you start out with your own question?
Sure. I am Iranian American.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
I'm Iranian American.
Okay, yeah. Your
And-
parents are immigrants.
Yeah, my parents are immigrants.
When Sarah started asking questions, I kind of cut her off, and I don't know, that seemed kind of like a very aggressive way to come at it.
Women's rights are really important to me, as well as environmental rights. I'm a huge Bernie Sanders supporter.
What ways do you support the women's rights movement?
Well, abortion, Planned Parenthood.
I'm half black, half Mexican, and my mom was actually brought here as a baby from abuelita and abuelito from TJ, and then my dad's obviously black. And so, kind of like the same thing as black people are Democrats. I don't like people telling me what to do. So 150% pro-choice.
I think Jasmine was protected by Brandon, which is completely valid because people of color should protect people of color. But I just felt like I didn't want to come in and be a little bit of a bully and try to get to the root of the question.
But I would say I'm a baby Democrat because I grew up Christian. My main thing is abortion, healthcare. Again, baby Democrat. I just got into it, so
Welcome.
thank you.
If you're real, welcome. Both of my parents are immigrants. My mom was born in Grenada. My dad was born in Paris, France. And then I'm currently in school. I'm a political science major, pre-law concentration. Then minors in ethnic studies. Don't think a Republican would take that first. Anthropology and geography. You didn't laugh, Nick. You didn't laugh. Anthropology
I'm
and geography.
smiling. I love your story. I was a theater major, you guys. How many Republicans are theater majors?
I would say my biggest values is I'm a staunch feminist. I'm absolutely pro-choice, and I believe in women's autonomy over their bodies.
Obviously, women's rights is huge to me. There needs to be autonomy. Gun control, also extremely important.
The big thing that made me a Democrat was knowing in high school that I was gay, and I was raised in the military in the era of don't ask, don't tell. Carried a lot of shame. And, yeah.
How old are you real quick?
30.
Oh, dang. Thought you were in your 20s.
Yeah, so.
You look so young.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just made it sound.
They're still gonna vote him out.
Wow, that went really fast.
I think we all were just really open with each other.
Oh.
You're shocked.
All the other women in the box had very concrete examples to back up why they were a feminist and why they were pro-choice. It really sucked that I had to vote Sarah out, but in my head, her answer was a little less supportive.
Did we completely forget what the hell the video was though? Jesus.
I'm gonna start off somewhere really weird, but it's just based off a study I read. If you guys were to see a severed hand floating in a glass bottle, how disgusted would you be?
A severed hand in a glass
Severed hand in a glass bottle.
Your face.
How disgusted would you be?
Such an intense
What?
question. I would.
How disgusted would you be?
I would probably be pretty disgusted, I would say.
I would probably throw up. Blood really freaks me out.
Okay.
Is it bloody and stuff?
Yeah.
Because that's a
However your mind goes
waste
with
everybody's
it,
time asking
how
this, dude.
disgusted do you think? How
I
disgusted
can't
do you
even
think it is?
imagine it, so I'm not gonna say super disgusting, but obviously wouldn't just have it on my mantle.
My gut reaction isn't gross, it's more
Why?
comical and confused.
Yeah.
I would like to know more information. I'm curious.
Okay.
Wait, why?
Yeah, what's the deal?
What's the study?
Okay. Essentially, a study in 2014 said that based on brains of Democrats versus Republicans are more likely to have a gut reaction of something being more disgusting.
At the same time, though,
What?
It's based on thought processing.
Shut up.
that's interesting
But-
because you two,
Cause
you're the baby
Oh,
Democrat,
that
and
was just
then you were-
cringe.
or at least your family.
Fuck, man.
Both Nick and Jazz were really disgusted, and that's why both of them were kind of on my list.
I thought Sai's question was really interesting, and what's so funny is I answered differently than what I was thinking in my head, because I was thinking that if I saw a jar with a hand,
chat says
I would be like,
as a political debates. Okay, hold up, no. He says, that's not your study. Don't be anti-science.
oh, there's a jar with that. It wouldn't really bother me, but I answered that it would because I thought that would be the answer they were looking for, and it turns out it totally was wrong to do that. Oops.
Who are your top two candidates? What are the issues that you most resonate with their platform?
I'm a big Warren person because I love the way she's run her campaign. That it seems
For the most part.
For the most
Except
part.
for the Native American.
Exactly. That is. Oh my gosh. But she seems like she's really out to meet people personally, and she spends hours waiting to take selfies, and she calls people personally, and she's only taking money from regular citizens, not big, huge donors, and I appreciate that so much.
I felt like Nick didn't come across as passionate. His answers just seemed a little premeditated, and I felt like they were just kind of read off without emotion behind them.
I really like Warren, but I lean a little bit more towards Sanders because I was a sociology major, and so.
I wonder how
Okay. I'm a people person, and in order for everybody to succeed, we all need to build each other up, not tear each other down. And so Bernie, he's
what
very.
What policies of Bernie are you a?
Well, his racial justice is a big thing for me, immigration, and then obviously universal health care. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the stuff I get is from Black Twitter, so.
Which is totally a valid source, though.
I'm gonna check that.
I feel like we're all Democrats now.
Me too.
I got a comment. Guys. If I comment, chat's gonna break apart. Okay, it's barely it's holding on to chat.
As soon as you heard him, you're like, yes.
I had a target on my back that entire game. I think age might have been a factor. I think that the four that were left seemed to really be connecting as
I lost
people.
my job due to my bipolar disorder, so I can barely afford food, but I needed to say thank you one last time. My laptop broke, but you all keep me smiling while I lay in bed. You and chat keep me going when I want to give up.
Keep your money, bro. Keep your money. Motherfucker, keep your money, man.
Twitter is a valid source of information, lol.
The lights turn red, the lights turn green.
It's green, they voted everybody out.
What?
It's you, isn't it?
Oh my god.
I know now.
I knew it.
All of you.
sending this Donald on my way home from work. Oh, what's this?
I was the most
A new
suspicious of
Jobilee.
the actual
Oh
mole.
no!
I didn't
A
believe
truck is
Jasmine
coming.
at all.
Oh
She
no!
said
I
she's
do. I
baby
want to
Democrat.
face it
That's
right
an excuse
on.
for being, okay, I'm a Republican, I'm coming onto the show, and I'm going to pretend to be a Democrat. So let me say that I'm a new one, then that way people will go easier on me.
When Brandon said that
Wait, what did he say?
his first reasoning for being a Democrat was because he's black, the way that I was thinking and coming at it was he would never assume that another black person would be a Republican, let alone want to be very friendly with him and joke around.
I had my suspicions. I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if she was the mole, but in my head I was like, I hope it's not Jasmine who's the